When I was little, my scoutmaster taught me how to stretch my meat. Now I'm going to show you how to stretch your meat, make a meal for 6 on the cheap. Tonight we're making silent depression hamburgers. We've got a pound of hamburger, which has gotten really expensive. We've got our wheat berries from breakfast, and we've got an egg for a binder. We're going to use about a cup of the wheat berries. They're unsweetened. We're going to use an egg for binder. We're going to mix it up. And that's going to stretch our meat to about 2 parts meat to 1 part meat berries. And honestly, at this ratio, unless you're paying a lot of attention when you're eating, which I don't, can't even tell. We're going to mix this up really good. Make some hamburger patties, grill them up. The kids will never know. Now, I can't remember my scoutmaster's last name, but his first name was Brian, and he had a lot of dogs and donkeys at his house. But I think this would make him proud. You're gonna grill these up just like normal hamburgers. I don't know about you, but those look like normal hamburgers to me. My wife doesn't know I've been stretching my meat. We're gonna find out together if they can tell a difference or not. A comer!
I'm gonna squeeze it so I can eat it better.
Okay. How's the hamburger, Cammy? Good? They couldn't tell a thing. Considering we're in the Great Silent Depression and millions of people are about to lose their SNAP benefits, I'm going to show you one of my favorite meals. It costs about $5 and will feed 8 people. You need 2 pounds of beans, a pound of bacon, and it doesn't have to be fancy. We're going to cut this up. So I got these ends and pieces for $7 for 3 pounds. And that will be about 3 meals right there. We're only going to use about $3 worth of this. $2 worth. And then $1 worth of green onions. And a few other seasonings that you should have laying around the house. Oh, and garlic. To cook the beans, you're going to want to soak them overnight or use the fast soak method. Then we're going to use a pressure cooker and cook them for about 40 minutes. You could use a normal pot, but it takes a couple hours. So we're going to speed it up with the pressure cooker. And before you put the top on the beans, add about a tablespoon of salt. You're going to want to fry up your bacon bits to where they're just beyond crispy. They'll soften up in the beans. You're going to add your onions. You're going to cook these for a couple minutes. Once you've cooked the onion down for a couple minutes, you're going to add a little bit of garlic. I like garlic. That's probably about 3 tablespoons. You're not going to want to let that cook for very long, maybe 30 seconds, otherwise it goes bitter. Now that the beans are cooked, we're going to drain about 2/3 of the water off. We're going to keep still quite a bit of water in here because the beans are going to soak up that moisture. You can see there's still quite a bit of water in here, but that's just about the right amount. Now we're going to use an immersion blender and blend all this up like refried beans. You're going to want to get adult supervision for this because this is burning hot and you've got spinning blades. Now at this point, I like to add about half my bacon onion mixture and use an immersion blender to really mix it in. Then I'll leave the other half just to get some good bacon chunks. Now we've got it all creamed up, we're going to add the rest of our bacon and onion and garlic mixture to it. And the bacon fat, the bacon grease. And don't worry if it looks too thin, like there's too much water in it. It happens. Just boil it a little bit longer. And last but not least, I like to throw in a little bit of beef bouillon just for flavor. You're not going to want to add too much until you get to taste it because it could become really salty really fast with all that bacon in there. So I'm adding about a tablespoon. I'll throw some salt and pepper in this as well. Maybe some oregano. Throw in whatever you feel like. Now you're probably thinking this doesn't look that appetizing, but it's actually really good.
It's true, they are really good.
They really wanted to be in my video. I didn't have to pay him to say that. I have a confession to make. It's come to my attention, guys, that I might be poor. I've been working on a series of videos of cheap, healthy foods that you can make for literally a few dollars to feed a whole family. And a lot of these recipes are things that I eat all the time, just like today's. We're gonna make toasted wheat berries. I've got some Mormon wheat. This whole thing costs like $6, and it's literally like 50 servings of breakfast and other things. By making these cheap food videos, I'm not making light the fact that millions of Americans could be losing their food stamp benefits or their SNAP benefits, whatever it's called. I'm just hoping that some people might see this and might be able to use it, because this is what I grew up eating. This is a great morning cereal. And to toast it, all you do is turn your pan on with nothing in it. You get 1 cup of your Mormon wheat. You put it in your pan. And you're gonna move it around a little bit. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes. That'll get it nice and toasty. It'll start to change color. I'm not sure how well this is gonna show up on camera, but this is pre-toasting. This is what it should look like after it's been toasting for a bit. Once you got your wheat berries toasted, add 4 cups of water, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer for about an hour. Once you finish boiling your wheat berries down, you're gonna strain off the excess water. This is what it should look like before you strain the water. My favorite way to eat this is like a warm cereal. Put it in a bowl, add some milk, some honey if you want to. It's actually pretty naturally sweet, just like this. And it's very filling. It's a great source of fiber, potassium, and iron. I remember as a kid, I didn't like this much because it was called cereal, because that's what it is, it's a cereal. And it just wasn't sweet like I expected the good sweet cereal to be. But as an adult, it really hits a spot, especially with a little bit of fresh local honey and milk. Stick around because I've got another cooking video with wheat berries that's way different than breakfast. That's good.